Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and thought, when did I start feeling this heavy? It's almost as if time sneaks up on us while we sleep. One morning you wake up with the same energy you had at 40, and the next, well, getting out of bed feels like a small battle. Maybe your joints ache a little more, or your mind feels a little slower to start. It's natural. It happens to all of us. But here's the thing. What if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? What if simple morning habits could not only make you feel younger, but also give you the real possibility of living vibrantly well into your 90s and beyond? Imagine waking up feeling strong, clear-headed, even joyful, no matter your age. That's not a dream, it's a choice, a set of small doable actions that you can begin tomorrow morning. And today, I want to show you exactly what those actions are. No complicated routines, no expensive supplements, just honest, simple steps that have been shown time and again to predict longer, healthier lives. Because let's be real, getting older is a privilege, but how we age, that's in our hands. Now, before we dive into these powerful habits, I want you to pause for just a moment. Think about your mornings. How do you usually start your day? Is it rushed, tired, maybe even a little lonely? I ask because the way we begin our day sets the tone for everything that follows. And if we can improve just the first hour of our morning, we can transform the quality of the entire day, and over time, the quality of our entire life. All right, let's begin with the first small but mighty habit. The first habit is simple, but it's often overlooked. Hydration. Now I know you've heard this advice before. Drink water, but there's a reason it's repeated so often. After 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. You're running on empty, and dehydration, even mild, affects everything. Your brain, your heart, your joints, even your mood. Before you reach for that first cup of coffee, and believe me, I love a good cup of coffee too, make it a point to drink a full glass of water first thing. Room temperature or slightly warm water is ideal, because it's gentler on your body. Think of it as giving your engine a clean, refreshing oil change before you hit the road for the day. And if you want to go a step further, squeeze in a little lemon. That simple habit can help detoxify your system, boost digestion, and even give your skin a bit of a glow. You might not notice a dramatic change overnight, but give it a few weeks. Suddenly you'll feel a little lighter, a little sharper, and yes, a little younger. Now, while we're talking about moving from stillness into motion, let's move to the second essential morning habit, gentle movement. I can almost hear some of you thinking, movement, at my age, first thing in the morning? And my answer is a heartfelt yes, but hear me out. I'm not talking about a marathon. I'm talking about simple, loving movement that honors your body exactly where it is. A slow, mindful stretch, a 5-minute walk around your living room, standing by your bed and gently reaching your arms up to the sky as you take a deep breath in. This small act of motion wakes up every cell in your body. It gets your blood flowing. It tells your heart, your lungs, your muscles, hey, it's a new day, let's rise to it. One beautiful practice many centenarians, people who live to be 100 and beyond, share is morning stretching or light Tai Chi. It's not strenuous, it's graceful, it's respectful to their bodies, and it's one reason they stay so mobile and independent well into their later years. If you're not sure where to start, think about these 3 simple motions when you wake up: reach, breathe, and step. Reach your arms up high, take a long, slow breath, then take just 10 steps, even if it's just pacing in your room. That alone is a powerful morning ritual. Now, after we've hydrated and moved a little, there's another morning habit that's often forgotten, but it's just as critical: getting natural light. You see, our bodies have an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. It tells us when to wake up, when to sleep, when to eat, when to heal. But if you spend your mornings in dim light or in front of artificial screens, your internal clock can get confused. Over time, this confusion can lead to problems like insomnia, depression, and even heart disease. One of the simplest and most profound things you can do for your longevity is to get outside early. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight on your skin and eyes, no sunglasses, if possible, helps reset your clock, boost your vitamin D levels, and tells your body, it's time to be alive. Even if you simply step out onto your porch with your coffee, or sit by a window facing the morning sun, you're giving your body a precious signal to heal, energize, and thrive. Hydrate, move, seek the light. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But that's the beautiful truth. Living well into your 90s isn't about chasing fancy trends. It's about honoring the basic rhythms of life, consistently and lovingly, every single day. And before we move on, let me just say this: it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body wants to heal, it wants to thrive. You just have to give it the small, steady nudges it needs. Now that we've taken care of your body's first waking needs, let's talk about something just as vital: keeping your mind sharp and lively. Because staying young isn't just about the body, it's about the mind too. And coming up next, we're going to explore a few simple but powerful habits you can start in the morning to keep your mind bright, your memory sharp, and your spirit full of curiosity for years to come. Stick with me, because this next part may just be the secret ingredient you've been looking for. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there, or searched for the right word, only to find it teasingly out of reach? You're not alone. Moments like these are completely natural as we get older. But here's the beautiful truth. Your mind is like a garden, and with just a little daily tending, it can keep blooming and thriving for years to come. You see, memory loss and mental fog aren't inevitable. They're not a guaranteed part of aging. In fact, research shows that the brain can grow new connections, even in our later years. It's called neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and reorganize itself. And every single day, through the habits we choose, we either nourish this ability, or we let it wither. That's why it's so important to give your mind the same loving attention you give your body. And trust me, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just a few minutes a day can make an enormous difference in keeping your thoughts sharp, your memory strong, and your spirit vibrant. Let's start with something simple but powerful: mental exercises. Think of them like workouts for your brain. You don't need to solve complex math problems or become a chess master overnight. Even small challenges can work wonders. Maybe it's a crossword puzzle over your morning coffee. Maybe it's picking up a new hobby, like painting, knitting, or even learning to play a simple tune on a musical instrument. The point is to gently push your brain outside its comfort zone. Stretch it, let it reach for something new. Every time you do, you strengthen the very pathways that keep your mind alert and alive. And here's another trick: read something inspiring every morning. It could be a few pages from a favorite book, a meaningful quote, or even a story about someone who overcame great odds. What matters is that you feed your mind uplifting, challenging ideas. Reading not only expands your knowledge, but it also exercises your memory, attention span, and imagination, three critical ingredients for lifelong mental sharpness. But mental exercises are only half the story. If you really want to preserve your brain power, connection with others is absolutely vital. In fact, studies have shown that strong social ties are one of the biggest predictors of cognitive health. Think about it: every conversation you have, every shared laugh, every deep chat is a workout for your brain. You have to listen, think, remember, respond. It's a beautiful dance of thought and emotion that keeps your mind nimble and alive. So don't let yourself drift into isolation. If you have friends or family nearby, make it a point to reach out. If you don't, seek out a new community. Maybe it's a local book club, a walking group, or even a virtual class you can join from home. Every new connection you make is like planting another flower in the garden of your mind. And let's not forget the emotional side of things. Loneliness, especially in our later years, can sneak in quietly and do real damage, not just to the heart but to the brain. That's why it's so important to nurture joy in your daily life. Call someone you love, share a meal with a neighbor. Even a short chat with a cashier or a fellow dog walker can brighten your day and boost your brain health in ways you might not even realize. Now, there's something else I want you to think about, something that often gets overlooked when we talk about mental sharpness. It's purpose. Having a reason to get up each morning, a project, a goal, a mission, gives your brain a powerful reason to stay engaged. Purpose keeps you curious, keeps you reaching forward instead of looking backward. And that forward motion, that's what keeps the mind young. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or complicated. Maybe it's tending your garden, Maybe it's writing letters to old friends. Maybe it's volunteering at a local center or mentoring younger people who can benefit from your wisdom. No matter what form it takes, purpose fuels life. It lights a fire that burns brighter than any candle. No matter how many years pass, I want you to ask yourself right now, what gives me that spark? What makes me feel alive? Hold on to that, nurture it, and watch how it transforms not just your mind, but your entire spirit. Of course, keeping your brain sharp isn't just about what you do, it's also about how you rest. Just like muscles need recovery after a good workout, your brain needs downtime too. That's why getting enough quality sleep is so crucial. Sleep isn't just about resting your body, it's when your brain processes memories, clears out toxins, and strengthens connections. So don't skimp on it. Create a peaceful evening routine, dim the lights, turn off the screens, let your mind unwind naturally, and give yourself permission to truly rest. Now you might be wondering, is it really possible to turn back the clock, even if you've noticed your memory slipping? And the answer is a resounding yes. Your brain is more resilient than you know. It just needs your help, your attention, and your love. And remember, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, every day you invest in your mental health adds life, not just years, but rich, vibrant, meaningful life to your days. We've talked about movement, hydration, stretching your mind, and building connections. But there's still one more crucial piece to the puzzle if you want to thrive well into your 90s and beyond. Your emotional health, because a strong body and a sharp mind are important. Yes. But without emotional resilience, without a heart that's light, joyful, and at peace, the journey can still feel heavy. So, are you ready to unlock the secret to lasting emotional strength too? Let's dive into how you can protect your heart just as fiercely as you protect your body and mind. Because true vitality means nurturing every part of yourself, inside and out. When we talk about health, most people immediately think of the body, muscles, joints, energy. But what about the heart? Not just the physical heart beating in your chest, but the emotional heart that carries your hopes, your dreams, your memories, your love. This heart needs just as much care, just as much protection as any muscle or bone. Because here's the truth, a heavy heart weighs down everything. It clouds the mind, it drains the body, it dims the spirit, and if left unchecked, emotional stress can quietly chip away at your health in ways you might not even notice until much later. But there's good news, very good news. You have the power, right now, today, to begin lifting that weight off your shoulders, to heal old wounds, to create joy, to find peace that stays with you, even when storms come. How? It begins with something so simple, yet so often overlooked: kindness to yourself. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you spoke gently to yourself? When was the last time you forgave yourself? Not just in words, but deep down where it matters. You've lived through so much, you've overcome things that might have broken others. You have carried burdens, loved fiercely, lost deeply, and yet here you are, still standing. That alone deserves honor. That alone deserves compassion. So starting today, I want you to make a simple commitment. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a beloved friend. No more harsh criticism. No more replaying regrets like broken records in your mind. Instead, choose gentleness, choose patience, choose grace, and remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Taking time to nurture your emotional well-being doesn't mean you're neglecting others, it means you're filling your own cup so you have more to pour out into the world. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through daily gratitude. You've probably heard people talk about gratitude before. But let me tell you a secret, it's not just about saying thank you for the big things, it's about noticing the small miracles too. The way the sun feels on your face, the sound of laughter, the comfort of a familiar song, the smell of fresh coffee in the morning. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already abundant, and over time, it rewires your brain for joy. Literally, studies show that people who practice daily gratitude have lower rates of depression, better sleep, and even stronger immune systems. So here's a simple practice you can start today. Every evening before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, the smaller, the better. Let yourself be amazed by the ordinary, because in truth, there's nothing ordinary about life at all. And speaking of amazement, let's talk about curiosity. Curiosity is the antidote to stagnation. When you stay curious about people, about places, about ideas, you keep your spirit youthful and open. Curiosity whispers, there's still so much more to see, so much more to learn, so much more to love. Never let anyone tell you that your best years are behind you. The best year is the one you're living, right now. If you choose to make it so, learn something new, ask questions, explore, be willing to be a beginner again, no matter your age, because beginners see the world with wonder, and wonder keeps the heart alive. Now, I want to share something that might seem small, but is incredibly powerful: forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, though that is important, but forgiving yourself. Every one of us carries scars, mistakes made, opportunities missed, words we wish we could take back. But carrying those regrets is like dragging heavy stones behind you. At some point, you must set them down. At some point, you must say, I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. And now I choose to move forward, lighter, freer, at peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing. It means freeing yourself to step fully into the life that's waiting for you. You deserve that freedom. Finally, I want to talk about hope. Hope is not naive. Hope is not weakness. Hope is a fierce, brave, radiant force. Hope says, no matter what happened yesterday, tomorrow is still full of possibility. Hope says, I am not done growing. I am not done loving. I am not done loving. Hope fuels every step forward. And no matter your age, as long as you have breath, you have purpose. You are still becoming. You are still unfolding. You are still writing chapters of your beautiful, one-of-a-kind story. So nurture your heart. Be gentle with yourself. Stay curious. Choose gratitude. Forgive freely. Hope fiercely. Because a life well lived isn't measured in years. It's measured in how deeply you love, how bravely you hope, and how fully you show up. Heart, mind, and soul, every single day. Now that you know how to care for your emotional well-being, let's bring it all together. Body, mind, and heart, into a complete daily routine you can easily follow. Are you ready to see how all these habits fit into one simple, powerful system that can transform your days and add vibrant years to your life? Let's dive into the final part, your daily routine for ageless vitality. Now that you've unlocked the secrets to physical strength, emotional healing, and self-care, it's time to bring it all together into one cohesive daily routine. A routine that will not only support your body, mind, and heart, but will create a life that feels effortless, radiant, and alive. A life where every day becomes an opportunity for growth, joy, and fulfillment. A life where vitality flows freely through you, no matter your age. Here's the secret. The key to lasting vitality isn't in a single moment of brilliance. It's in the small, consistent actions you take every day. It's in the way you choose to show up for yourself in the ordinary moments. It's in the habit of making time for what truly matters. Your health, your peace, your growth. So let's build your daily routine, step by step, based on the principles we've already explored. Step 1. Morning mindset rituals. Start each day with intention. The first 30 minutes of your day set the tone for everything that follows. How you start is how you carry the rest of your day. So let's make those first moments count. Begin with gratitude. As soon as you open your eyes, take a deep breath and reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice rewires your brain for positivity and sets your mind on abundance, not lack. Next, affirm your intentions for the day. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and speak to yourself as the strong, capable person you are. Say something like, today I am focused, I am strong, I am healthy, I am worthy of the best life has to offer. Let this be your mantra. Repeat it throughout your day when challenges arise. This small act of self-empowerment will shift your energy and focus. Step 2. Movement for energy. Once you've centered your mind, it's time to move. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. It could be a short walk in the fresh air, a gentle stretch, or a few yoga poses to open up your body. Movement is energy in motion, and it's essential for keeping your body alive and vibrant. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Aim for at least 15-30 minutes of movement each morning to get your blood flowing, your muscles engaged, and your energy skyrocketing. Remember, movement is about feeling good, not pushing yourself to the limit. It's about honoring your body and keeping it agile, flexible, and strong. Step 3. Nourish your body. What you put into your body determines how you feel, think, and function. You know this, but the trick isn't just eating healthy, it's eating with intention. It's about fueling your body for energy, healing, and longevity. So nourish yourself with foods that make you feel vibrant, strong, and satisfied. Start with a nutrient-packed breakfast. It could be something as simple as a smoothie filled with greens, fruits, protein, and healthy fats, or perhaps a bowl of oatmeal with nuts, seeds, and berries. Aim for whole, unprocessed foods. Avoid sugary snacks and heavy meals that leave you feeling sluggish. Remember, food is fuel, so choose wisely. As you nourish your body, stay mindful of hydration. Drinking water throughout the day is key to maintaining energy and clarity. Step 4. Mental clarity and focus. After your morning ritual, it's time to clear your mind and sharpen your focus. This is where mental exercises come in. This could be as simple as 10-15 minutes of meditation or deep breathing exercises. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Slowly inhale, hold, and exhale. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded, more centered, more present. Meditation trains your mind to be more focused, resilient, and calm. It helps reduce stress and sharpens your ability to handle life's challenges with grace. Another powerful tool is journaling. Take 5-10 minutes each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and goals. It's a way to release mental clutter and gain clarity on what's most important to you. This practice keeps you connected to your inner self and aligned with your deeper purpose. Step 5. Emotional connection and support. By now, you've already begun nurturing your emotional health. But don't forget that community and connection are essential for well-being. Every day, make time for genuine connection, whether it's with family, friends, or even a pet. Share your heart. Express gratitude to those you love. Laugh together. And if you feel like you're isolated, make a conscious effort to reach out. Call a friend, join a group, attend a class. Connection fosters a sense of belonging. It reminds you that you are never alone in your journey, and that sense of emotional support is one of the most powerful sources of vitality. Step 6. Evening reflection and rest. As the day winds down, it's time to reflect and recharge for the next. Take a moment to review your day, without judgment. Ask yourself, what went well today? What did I learn? What can I improve tomorrow? Then wind down with a calming evening routine. Turn off screens. Dim the lights. Create a peaceful atmosphere in your home. Engage in a relaxing activity, whether that's reading, journaling, or a warm bath. And most importantly, prioritize sleep. Your body and mind need time to recover and regenerate. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep each night to restore energy and improve cognitive function. This simple, powerful routine doesn't require any dramatic changes or perfect discipline. It just takes consistency. Day by day, you'll find yourself becoming more connected to your body, more grounded in your mind, and more at peace in your heart. And over time, you'll notice that this daily commitment to yourself will begin to reflect in every area of your life, your relationships, your work, your health, and your happiness. Remember, vitality is not a destination, it's a daily practice. The more you nurture yourself, the more you'll radiate the energy of someone who is truly alive. And when you feel that vitality in every fiber of your being, you'll know that you are living your very best life. Now you've learned the blueprint for true ageless vitality. But the journey doesn't stop here. It's time to take action. Are you ready to implement this routine into your own life and start experiencing the transformation? Let's finish strong, together. Now that you've built a strong, vibrant foundation for your body, it's time to turn inward. To unlock the power of your mind, you must first understand that your thoughts shape your reality. The way you think about yourself, your circumstances, and your future determines everything. It's time to take control of your mind, your thoughts, and your belief system. This is where true transformation happens, when you master the mental habits that drive your behavior. And today we're going to dive deep into how you can rewire your mind for success, joy, and vitality, no matter your age. Step 1. Identifying limiting beliefs. Before you can take charge of your thoughts, you need to identify the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. These are the stories you tell yourself about what you can or cannot do. They might sound like, "I'm too old to change. I've never been good at this," or "I don't deserve success." But here's the truth. These beliefs are not facts. They are just stories, and stories can be rewritten. To begin, take a moment to reflect on your current mindset. What do you believe about your ability to improve your health, your wealth, or your happiness? What beliefs about aging are you carrying with you? Write these down, all the doubts, the fears, and the old narratives. Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Can I find evidence in my own life, or in the lives of others that contradict this belief? The goal is not to force positivity, but to create space for new, more empowering beliefs. Step 2. Reprogramming your thoughts with affirmations. The next step in mastering your mind is to reprogram your thoughts with affirmations, positive statements that align with the person you want to become. Affirmations are powerful because they activate your subconscious mind, helping you internalize new beliefs and thought patterns. Here's how to use them effectively. Write down 3-5 affirmations that directly challenge your limiting beliefs. Each morning, repeat these affirmations aloud. Visualize yourself living in alignment with your affirmations. Feel the emotions that come with these new beliefs. For example, instead of "I'm too old to start something new," try "I am capable of mastering anything, no matter my age." Instead of "I don't have the energy I used to," try "My energy is limitless, and I am becoming more vibrant every day." Make these affirmations a daily ritual. Speak them with conviction. The more you repeat these positive statements, the more they will become your truth. Step 3. Creating mental clarity through focus. A cluttered mind leads to a scattered life. To achieve clarity and focus, you must eliminate distractions and learn to direct your thoughts towards what truly matters. Here are a few techniques to build mental clarity. Mindful awareness. Spend a few minutes each day practicing mindfulness. This could be as simple as sitting in silence and focusing on your breath, or being present while you walk or eat. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts without becoming attached to them. It gives you the ability to separate your true self from the mental chatter. Set daily intentions. At the start of each day, take a moment to set your intentions. What is the one thing you want to focus on today? By giving your mind a clear purpose, you direct your energy toward what matters most. Prioritize what matters. Your mental energy is limited, so don't waste it on unimportant distractions. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your highest goals and values. Focus only on the tasks that bring you closer to your transformation. Step 4. Cultivating positive mental habits. Building a resilient, strong mind requires cultivating positive habits that reinforce your personal growth. Here are a few practices that will support your mental well-being. Gratitude practice. Each night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from negativity to positivity. Visualization. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and visualize your ideal future. See yourself living in vibrant health, experiencing joy, and achieving your dreams. Feel the emotions as if it's already happening. This will strengthen your belief in your ability to create the life you desire. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. When you make a mistake or face a setback, don't criticize yourself. Instead say, "This is part of the process. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I will do better next time." Step 5. Overcoming mental blocks and fear. Fear is one of the most common mental blocks that holds us back. But the truth is, fear is just a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Fear is not something to avoid. It's something to face. Here's how to overcome it. Acknowledge your fear. The first step to overcoming fear is simply acknowledging it. Don't try to ignore it. Name your fear and observe it without judgment. Take small steps. Fear often grows when we face big challenges. Instead of looking at the entire mountain, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. With each step, you'll gain more confidence and diminish the power of fear. Embrace failure. Failure is part of the process of growth. Instead of viewing failure as a defeat, see it as feedback. Every time you fail, you learn something valuable that gets you closer to your goal. Step 6. Strengthening your mindset for long-term success. Building a powerful, resilient mindset isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifelong process of growth, learning, and evolving. But as you develop these mental habits, you'll notice something incredible happening. Your fears will shrink, your limiting beliefs will fade away, and your sense of self-worth, confidence, and inner peace will grow stronger. The key is to never stop learning, never stop growing, and never stop believing in yourself. Every day is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, reprogram your thoughts, and continue your journey toward your highest potential. Now that you've unlocked the power of your mind, you're ready to face the world with a renewed sense of strength, clarity, and purpose. Your thoughts are no longer your enemy. They are your greatest tool for success. As you continue to master your mindset, remember that this transformation isn't about perfection. It's about progress, and you're making incredible strides every day. Let's move forward. The next step is within reach. Now that you've strengthened your body and mind, it's time to dive into the deeper purpose that will drive you. Purpose is the fuel that keeps your transformation alive. Without it, the habits and mindset changes you've worked so hard to build can become hollow and unsustainable. To live a truly transformed life, you must reconnect with what gives you meaning, direction, and passion. And this is where the real magic happens. In this final part of your 90-day transformation, we will focus on discovering your higher purpose, setting meaningful goals, and aligning your actions with your deepest values. You've already overcome obstacles and shifted your mindset. Now it's time to live with intention and clarity. Step 1. Discovering your true purpose. Finding your purpose isn't about having a grand title or fulfilling someone else's expectations. True purpose is about tapping into what truly makes your heart come alive. It's about understanding your unique gifts and how you want to contribute to the world around you. To uncover your true purpose, ask yourself the following questions. What activities make me feel fully alive? When do I feel the most connected to myself and the world? How can I use my strengths to make a positive impact on others? Purpose isn't just about your career or external achievements. It's also about how you live your life on a daily basis, the impact you have on your family, your community, and even strangers you meet in passing. Your purpose doesn't need to be defined by a specific role. It's about living with intention and a sense of contribution every single day. Step 2. Setting meaningful goals that align with your purpose. Once you've identified your purpose, it's time to set goals that align with it. Goals are the steps you take toward manifesting your higher purpose in the world. But not just any goals, meaningful goals that are deeply connected to who you are and what you want to achieve in this life. When setting goals, follow these 3 principles. They must align with your values. The goals you set should reflect your core values. If health is a value, then setting goals to maintain your physical vitality will support your purpose. If creativity is a value, then make time for artistic expression. Aligning your goals with your values keeps you energized and motivated. They must be challenging yet attainable. Your goals should stretch you but not overwhelm you. If they're too easy, you'll quickly lose interest. If they're too hard, you'll feel defeated. Aim for goals that challenge you to grow but are within your reach with consistent effort. They must be meaningful and impactful. Your goals should not just be about personal gain. Think about how your achievements will affect others and the world around you. How will your success impact your family, your community, your legacy? Start by setting 5 key goals that align with your purpose. Write them down, visualize them, and take consistent action toward them every day. Step 3. Creating a daily action plan for success. Once you have your meaningful goals, it's time to create a daily action plan. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is often in the details, the daily habits and small actions that move them closer to their purpose. Your daily action plan should be designed to fuel your purpose. Each action you take should bring you closer to your higher purpose. Make sure your daily tasks reflect the values and goals you've set for yourself. Foster consistency. Success is built on consistency. Rather than focusing on dramatic changes, break your goals into small, achievable steps that you can work on each day. This steady progress adds up and creates lasting transformation. Incorporate reflection. Set aside time each day to reflect on your actions. What did you accomplish? What went well? What can you improve upon tomorrow? Daily reflection keeps you on track and allows you to adjust your course if needed. Step 4. Overcoming setbacks and staying resilient. As you move forward toward your purpose, challenges and setbacks are inevitable. But these moments don't define you. What matters is how you respond to them. Here's how to stay resilient when life throws you off course. Embrace the learning process. Setbacks aren't failures, they're opportunities to learn. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This mindset will transform obstacles into stepping stones. Stay connected to your why. Whenever you feel discouraged, revisit your purpose and goals. Reconnect with why you're doing this transformation in the first place. Let your higher purpose reignite your passion and drive. Find support and community. You don't have to go through this journey alone. Surround yourself with like-minded people who support your vision. Whether it's family, friends, or a group of people on a similar journey, community can provide the strength and encouragement you need to keep going. Step 5. Celebrating your transformation. As you move through your 90-day transformation, don't forget to celebrate every victory, big and small. This is your journey, and each step you take is a win. Take time to acknowledge your progress, reflect on the growth you've experienced, celebrate the habits you've built, appreciate the strength you've gained, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Celebrating your transformation is not only important for motivation, but it also reinforces the new identity you're building. It reminds you that you're on the right path, and that you're capable of achieving even greater things. Step 6. Stepping into the next chapter of your life. Your transformation doesn't end here. The next chapter of your life is yours to create. As you continue to live with purpose, align your actions with your deepest values, and embrace the journey, you'll continue to evolve and expand into the best version of yourself. This is just the beginning. As you step forward, remember you've already proven to yourself that you are capable of transforming your life. There is nothing that can stop you now. You have the power to design your future, a future filled with purpose, health, joy, and limitless potential.